friends, welcome back to the Savvy Successful Mompreneur Podcast, where we talk about building businesses, raising families, and creating a life that feels as good as it looks. If you're listening to this episode today because you are in a hard season, I want you to know you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Not because this season is easy, not because you're thriving, not because everything is working, but because you're still here, you're still trying, you're still showing up, you're still caring. And that is what surviving looks like. Today, we're not talking about scaling. We're not talking about productivity hacks. We're not talking about growth strategies. We're talking about the seasons where you're in the thick of it, where you're tired, where life is heavy, where business feels like one more thing on an already overflowing plate, where you wonder quietly in your head, can I even keep doing this? This episode is for the mompreneur with an online business and the one running a storefront and the one running both and the one who hasn't posted on social media in 3 weeks because she just can't. This is for the woman who's surviving. Let's talk about how to survive hard seasons without losing yourself, your business, and your mind. So what does a hard season actually look like? A hard season for a mompreneur rarely looks dramatic from the outside. It looks like you still open the store, you still answer emails, you still make dinner, you still pick up the kids, you still post occasionally. But on the inside, you feel like you're walking through mud. Everything takes more energy. You're emotional, you're less patient, you're more overwhelmed by small things. You don't feel creative, you don't feel motivated, you feel behind. Hard seasons can be grief, burnout, financial stress, health issues, parenting challenges, business pressure, or just pure mental exhaustion. And the tricky part, no one around you may realize you're in one because you're still fully functioning. And functioning while drowning is something mompreneurs are very good at. We get praised for it. Wow, you do so much. I don't know how you do it all. You're amazing. But inside, we're thinking, I'm barely keeping my head above water. Here's the lie we start believing. I'm failing because I can't operate like I normally do. We compare our hard season output to our peak season capacity, and that's wildly unfair. In a normal season, you can batch content, launch new ideas, stay organized, feel creative, be patient, think clearly, make decisions confidently. In a hard season, you're proud of yourself for just answering an email. And if you feel guilty about that, listen carefully. You're not supposed to operate at peak capacity during survival mode. You're just supposed to survive. That's it. Not grow, not expand, not innovate, but survive. This is where many mompreneurs accidentally burn their business down because instead of adjusting expectations, they just keep pushing and pushing, like the little train that could. And pushing harder during a hard season leads to snapping at employees, resenting clients, hating content creation, questioning the business entirely, emotional decision making, when really what you needed was permission to slow down. If you have an online business, a hard season looks like, I'll just take a break from posting. If you have brick and mortar, you don't get that luxury. You just cannot not open the doors. You can't not serve customers. You can't not show up. And that can make the hard seasons feel suffocating. I've been there. Because you feel trapped by your own business. And then you feel guilty for feeling that way. But here's the truth. A brick and mortar mompreneur doesn't get to stop showing up physically. So she must stop showing up emotionally at full capacity, meaning you go into maintenance mode. You stop trying to make everything feel better. You stop trying to be exceptional. You focus on keeping things running. That is success in a hard season. For online mompreneurs, this means reposting old content, simplifying offers, being quieter, lower output without the shame. For storefront mompreneurs, this means delegating more, letting small things go, shortening your decision list, operating, not optimizing. You're not building, you're maintaining. And maintenance is honorable. Now let's talk about the 5 survival rules for mompreneurs in hard seasons. Rule 1, stop adding. Start removing. Hard seasons are not the time to start anything new. They are time to ask, what can I remove? Extra products, extra projects, extra social media pressure, extra expectations, extra commitments. You don't need more systems, you need less weight. Rule number 2, operate your business at 60%, not 100, not 80. And I know this comes as a shock, but 60%. Ask, what does this business need to not fall apart? That's all you do, and nothing extra. No mess, no fluff, no muss. Rule 3, protect your energy more than your image. You don't owe the world perfect post, perfect moods, perfect communication, perfect consistency. You owe yourself preservation. Let people think you're quiet. Let people think you're busy. Let people wonder. Your peace is more important than perception. And number 4, shorten the daily win list. In normal seasons, you're celebrating big wins. In hard seasons, your win, it looks like I showed up. I fed my kids. I opened the doors. I answered that one email I was putting off. I didn't quit. That's enough. Rule 5, don't make big decisions here. Hard seasons, they lie to you. They make you think, I should quit. I should sell. Maybe we should pivot. Maybe I should shut down. No. You make survival decisions, not life decisions in this stage. You see, here's the beautiful part, no one talks about. Hard seasons build emotional endurance, perspective, leadership maturity, patience, compassion, quiet strength. You come out of hard seasons different. I know, I've been there. You come out less reactive, less dramatic, less worried about the small things. There was one shift, if it could go wrong, it went wrong. In fact, I can't even remember every single thing that went wrong. A bunch of little things, customer complaints, the roof started leaking. And just when I thought I had it all taken care of, which we was in the middle of a storm, keep in mind, but just when I thought I had it all taken care of, I was just about to walk out the door. An employee comes and gets me. You want to know what she said? You'll never guess. Savannah, the tree out front just fell on the road. The tree fell. Like, who had that on their bingo card for that day? And I wasn't reactive. I wasn't dramatic. To be honest, at that moment, it was the least of my concern. My response back to her was, of course it did. Just that. A little sarcastic, but that was all I said. I ran over to my grandmother's house and got the chainsaw. We got it taken care of. And now, 5 years later, it's just a story I tell. You stop chasing and you start grounding. And that version of you is a better business owner than the hustle version ever was. If you're in a hard season right now, hear me. You're not behind. You are surviving. And survival is a season, not a failure. You don't need to be inspired. You don't need to be inspiring. You don't need to be motivated. You don't need to be motivating. You don't need to be creative. You just need to breathe. You need to keep going gently. You need to give yourself grace. Your business, it's not asking you to be brilliant right now. It's just asking you to stay grounded. And staying is enough. I'm proud of you. And when this season lifts, and it will, you will be shocked, absolutely shocked at how strong you actually were through it. Until next time, keep showing up in the smallest ways. Because small is still showing up. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, tag it with a friend, rate me, leave a review. All of that helps me get one step further to helping you and helping other women like you. So do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you next time.